When does the carbon border adjustment mechanism come into effect, and how does it work? Well, the CBAM comes into effect in the year 2026. Currently, it has been approved since May 2023 and is beginning to be implemented gradually until it comes into full effect. How does the carbon border adjustment mechanism work? Practical example. Let's imagine a Turkish company that exports cement to the European Union. Let's see how the CBAM would work in this case. 1. Production and import. The Turkish company produces 1,000 tons of cement to export to the European Union. The production of this cement generates 800 tons of CO2, that is 0.8 tons of CO2 per ton of cement. 2. Emissions declaration. The importer in the European Union declares the 800 tons of CO2 associated with the imported cement. 3. Calculation of the CBAM cost. Let's assume that the average price of emission allowances in the EU ETS is €80 per ton of CO2. The initial CBAM cost is as follows: 800 tons of CO2 multiplied by €80 per ton, which gives a total of €64,000. 4. Adjustment for carbon price in the country of origin. Let's assume that Turkey has a carbon tax of €20 per ton of CO2. The adjustment, therefore, will be the following: 800 tons of CO2 multiplied by €20 per ton, which gives a total of €16,000. 5. Final CBAM cost. The final cost is equal to the initial cost minus the adjustment, that is €64,000 minus €16,000, which gives a total of €48,000. 6. Purchase of CBAM certificates. The importer must purchase CBAM certificates worth €48,000. 7. Subsequent verification. If a subsequent audit shows that the actual emissions were lower, for example 750 tons of CO2, the importer could resell the certificates corresponding to the 50-ton difference in CO2. 8. Impact on price. The importer will likely pass this additional cost on to the price of the cement, making it more comparable in price to cement produced in the European Union under the ETS. 9. Incentive for emission reduction. In this way, the Turkish company now has an incentive to reduce its emissions or invest in cleaner technologies, as this would reduce the CBAM cost and make its product more competitive in the European Union market. 10. The following products are currently affected by this mechanism: iron and steel, cement, fertilizers, aluminium, electricity, and hydrogen. 11. During the transitional period, the period from 2023 to 2025, importers must report quarterly on the emissions embedded in their imports without financial obligations. From 2026, importers will have to buy CBAM certificates. The price of these certificates will be based on the average weekly price of emission allowance auctions in the EU ETS. The price of carbon already paid in the country of origin will be taken into account to avoid double taxation. A review and possible expansion to other sectors and indirect emissions are expected before 2030. The implementation of the CBAM will be coordinated with the gradual reduction in the free allocation of emission allowances in the ETS for the sectors concerned. At ILP, we are experts in advising companies and startups. Our goal is to support your success and growth. Get in touch with our AIs, Savvy and Atenea, to focus your queries, or contact us directly. More information at ilpabogados.com and ilpstartup.com.